Hello guys, 3v3 action here, which I know doesn't come to the channel all the time, but this is a pretty crazy game played recently, and I thought, hi YouTube, immediately after it happened. I was casting all the time at this point, casting King of the Desert 6, and afterwards, I always need to play, because it's just so fun to watch people play at a very high level, and I'm like, I need to try that. Usually the way that works is that I'm not playing my best, and I'm just kind of playing like trash, and I'm tired, and then I regret it. But this particular day I was playing some team games because why not? And I did not know who my allies were going to be. And so I get some randoms here. So here I am. I'm playing as the Mongols. We've got our teammate Carl's over here. Carl's is playing as the Dravidians. Going to go for a big wall here. And then we have a teammate KV over on this side going for the forward wall as well. Now, the opponents are pretty high-level players from China. We got a bit of a stack here. They also force-picked Civilization. I know all three of these players are pretty active on the ladder. Different reasons, but they've got different names here. Forgive me if I get it wrong, but this player is a 2200 ELO player, I think called Kill Pig Boy. Doesn't play a lot of tournaments, but he's always around. On the yellow then, this player, I'm forgetting the alt, but I think he had the 21 or 2200 ELO in 1v1s. And then I think this is someone who I believe is really active in the Chinese community, who's like a big donor or something. And he's always playing a lot of team games with a lot of the big Chinese players. So maybe not the high-level player over on this side. But we got 2200, 2200. You got Carl's here. Carl's, I think he's like maybe 12 or 1300. And then the other players like maybe 13 or 1200. Like these guys just are not quite to that level. And then you got me, who's, currently recently hit 2,500. Makes me feel a little good, but realistically, 2,400. So I give that intro, not to brag, though I am proud of it. It's just to give you the idea. I'm playing with two people I don't know. This normally doesn't go well against three people who know each other, who play team games all the time, and who have a plan, all right? So, Blue over here. Blue has the right idea. But with the way this map gen went, he corrected himself. He walled here, and then he decided, oh shoot, I probably need to wall in this direction instead because like this is the choke point, and you need to get to the choke point. Now Teal did the same. So Teal went forward, Teal did the Black Forest thing and walled the front. And I knew this team was a solid team. I knew immediately they were going to go man-at-arms and rush here because if someone doesn't wall, fight for the wall, they're going to push back your walls. Think about it. Teal went for a very forward, vulnerable position. This hurts your economy to run forward and even lumber camp there. The player who doesn't wall is usually going to push this position. And they have Celts here. So Celts are great for man-at-arms. On this side, they have Japanese. So I thought, again, maybe great for man-at-arms. And then you have Britons as the pocket. Here comes Yellow here. Yellow's going to bring in these two boars. Now, on our team, we had the Italians, which is a solid team game, Civ. I don't think Italians match up very nicely against the Celts at all. I think the Celt siege can be dangerous, but, it's a solid team game, Civ. Maybe we'll see some Genoese crossbowmen. And then on this side, we have the Dravidians. I actually like the Dravidians, at least against the Japanese on this side, a little bit more. Faster firing skirms. Having access to bomber cannons can help you with the push. So, yeah. But yeah, I didn't really know my teammates. I didn't really know what was happening. I knew I was going to have to do a lot, and this ends up being a pretty fun game. So we're going to speed up, and we're going to catch up. Actually, before we do that, I want to show you tiny detail. It's important, trust me. So I said sneak at a certain point. Really weird instance way back at the start of the game. So this tiger was here, okay? I watched this from my team's perspective. I was doing other things, right? And this tiger starts moving that way, which I saw. And I said sneak because I thought the tiger was chasing a villager from the enemy. And then I end up showing up here and I look all around and I don't see the tigers taking damage. And the tigers are just standing there. And I had no explanation for why that happened. I was very paranoid. So anyways, my plan was to boom. But the more I thought about it, especially after I saw that my flank over here was going to face some pressure, as I wanted to push this player a little bit. But I knew that I couldn't over push and over pressure. I had to do the perfect amount of damage while not falling behind economically, because Britain's with a free boom could be a problem. He's adding fishing ships in the pond. I'm doing the same. But yeah, I immediately thought, oh god, this is a problem. I was really worried about Teal. But Teal did a good job. I think the number one thing you need to do on the flank here is not be broken. So got the feudal age, got the walls down. And red is actually going to immediately shift the pressure over this way and start to pressure this side. So again, I'm just like, oh god, this is a problem, because I look over here now, and I didn't expect red to be over here that quickly, but now blue is under pressure as well. I'm going to turn off the market events for this. So, from my perspective, I don't know these guys, and I know they're lower rank compared to our opponents, and I'm just seeing all this aggression, and I'm just like, ugh. So, I decided I need that fine mix. I need to be aggressive while also still adding some economy. So, trying that back here with the Mongols. And now I start to attack red. So, red is in feudal, and when you go for this... Oops. When you go for this play, usually you're trying to get the forward wall position. That way your team has a little bit more space and time. So, if you think about it this way, red is forced teal to react a lot. And then red is forced blue to react a lot. And then teal here, purple here is just free boom and dropping town centers. And yellow is free boom. So it's essentially two people who are free economic booms. And teal didn't delete his wall here. I was trying to be as nice as possible, but I've taken down red's wall. I've signaled this and asked teal to open the wall. So I say delete first. I say open next. He doesn't respond. And now I say his name. And he finally gets it. But so to finish my point is a good team game strat is have one guy slow the other two down. You could argue that blue, for example, can't build that next TC because he had to invest into the stone and maybe focus on this. So I am going for a bit of a push here. And yellow, I'm sure, is telling red right now, hey, I can't help you. Like, I'm full boom, and I'm not ready to really make any army here. So we're getting some good damage on red. It's good we are, because teal still isn't up yet. Teal is going for a castle here. We didn't really talk about plan, but that seems to be the play. And we are going to see some crazy things in this game. But at the moment, I didn't have what ends up happening in this game in my mind. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say that the masterpiece, that the crazy thing we have to end up trying here was my initial plan, when it was not. You could see team-wise, we are a little bit behind economically, but I guess we're also ahead in army. Blue over here just converted scouts and men-at-arms. Nothing too crazy. And so they're just going to boom it out, potentially fight over that choke point. And I'm trying to break through. And I have to break through, hoping to slow down red, hoping to prop up my teammate. And what I would want here, because I'm already pressuring... If anything, if I knew teal was going to do this, I would have asked teal to bring the castle and drop it here, which I understand is a little bit risky because red is the siege workshop. But I would say just tell teal, dude, just boom. Like, I'm pressuring. I want you on town centers. But we got some heavy pressure from them, so there'll be a castle here. So not a really good time to be red right now. So I get through, I see the walls. And I'm expecting a mangonel, so I'm trying to get attack rounds where the mangonel might appear out of the siege workshop. Keep in mind, this is against Celts. And oh man, was that satisfying. I was somehow able to save this mangonel. I did micro, but I got lucky. And then there was a hole here too. So red is starting to fall apart, man. Red is starting to fall apart. Siege workshop is on the way down. I've got the scout through right now. With my monk, I can always heal up my scout or convert a villager here. And his siege workshop's going down. So again, red's not really having a good time. This is, of course, really good for the team because we're kind of slowing down red and what I thought was taking red out of it. So good progress has been made. So I'm feeling pretty good about things. I really like to be able to balance armies with eco. Now, my eco is probably worse than normal, but it's doing pretty good. And then I got the scout here. We're able to kill yellow's monk as well. I mean, I'm gaming right now. I'm having a really fun time. Still unsure what was going to happen over here. I had no clue. Blue's at 62 eco. Purple's at 75. I'd occasionally look over here, and teal's just going crazy. So we got Genoese crossbowman. He's attacking red's tower now. Again, I'm feeling real good. I have the scout there, attacking the mangonel, hoping I can take down the mangonel with the scout. I need one more hit. I get the hit. Perfect. We're also through. I figured I could drop the castle forward, but I didn't want to be within Treb range from yellow. And so I'm coming forward with Vils, which actually took quite a long walk. And I'm dropping a castle here because I want to win the game fast. Now, when you're going to play Mangadite, it's kind of risky to do this. If anything, you might want to just build the castle back here. Speaking of castles, we have blue building a castle. We have purple building a castle. But purple has a 20 eco lead over blue. So we are behind as a team by 20 eco. I'm still having a lot of fun bullying red. But is bullying red going to be enough is the question. The downside for me is that teal does not have a very good economy. And so teal's on 2 castles, and I'm kind of worried these castles are going to get pushed back if the Britain player is a full boom. And is going to go for probably lots of longbows and trebs. So, and yellow's got a crazy eco boom right now. Everything's looking really good. It's going to drop another castle in here now. And red's kind of holding the line. I'm just trying to yoink that relic. I'm just bracing myself for imp. Speaking of imp, blue has clicked up to the Imperial Age, so it'll probably just be a siege war over on this side. Yeah, like we said, blue's economy a little bit behind purple's, but manageable. Team hasn't really chatted. I don't exactly know what's going to be coming from yellow. I'm feeling like we're kind of just going to win this game because it's been a really good game over on this side for me. But again, teal doesn't have economy. So we're 2v1ing maybe the wrong guy. If we're 2v1ing yellow, pressure maybe seems worth it. But again, I didn't talk to teal at all. We didn't really have a strategy discussion. I've never seen this guy before. He's a good teammate. I like the walls. But the Genoese crossbowmen are not having a really good time. So with any investment in this game, you're just always thinking, is it worth it? Like, or should I delay my aggression till later? So yellow's building up lots of castles. Yellow's about to hit the Imperial Age. Yellow is already starting to make some longbows. Or actually, that's not true. Yellow will. Teal is having a rough time with the Genoese crossbowmen. On this side, we have blue about to reach imp, but we have purple going for double castle here, likely to treb this down with Japanese. And Japanese trebs are terrifying. So I am now in this position where, so I've already realized, oh crap, I should build my castles back because I'm probably going to lose this. But I wanted to get damage. And I wanted to get damage fast. And I have no easy way to get to yellow right now. So I had the bright idea of let's try drill siege. It's one of the most fun things in the game. Mangadai don't help much against longbows because the longbows can hit them from distance. So that's my thinking right now. But I have to be fast because yellow's already an imp and yellow could be moving in. So that's my goal. Teal is probably going to get trebbed. All these castles are going to go down. Teal's adding the fish traps. Teal's adding a little bit more economy now. But those Genoese crossbowmen are not going to be helpful at all. And my castle starts to fall. And so I'm just like, okay, I have to somehow do some damage. I'm looking over here. All I see is 2 castles from purple. I didn't know blue. At this point, I'm just thinking bad things. So I'm thinking I need crazy damage, right? And so my plan is to onager through the trees. And then it's to ram yellow's base right now. With speedy rams, which is not cheap. But drill makes the siege 50% faster. So I'm getting drill. I have to hold the castle up for now. And still would love to get Mangadai, so still hoping for those upgrades. But yeah, we've got trebs from yellow. Yellow could always get Warwolf. Here, I'm hoping to hold the position. That micro was not my best. I thought I have Mangadai. Surely it's fine. Yeah, the monks go down. I get no value. The onagers, I'm desperate. I'm worried. I'm hoping for hits. I'm realizing there's longbows. I'm realizing there's trebs. I need siege ram. I need it now. And I'm going to try and just make the move while I can. Now, from yellow's perspective, they can kind of see this. And you're just going to slow creep here and take down these siege workshops. Teal is going to lose everything over here. Blue is still hanging in. So blue has actual potential to push back. Now, I love this. There's a signal. I don't know what they were saying. I assume they were in voice chat because these guys play team games all the time. But do you see yellow panic? You see the signals from red? Red's probably like, bro, he's going to go to your base. But if there's one weakness that the Britons have, it is against siege ram. All their ranged units don't do as much damage as they want. So I think yellow's trying to get to my onagers right now to potentially stop me from cutting through, and then my rams can't get through. Unfortunately for him, the onagers turn around and hit him, and this onager gets the final shot, and now my rams are here. And I'm 15 seconds away from siege ram, and I'm like, choo-choo, forget about you, red. I'm going to yellow's base, and here we go. We're going to have Mongol siege rams, and the beauty of this is I just can move all through his base, and I can move all the way over here. Teal is walling like a god. Choo-choo! Let's go, baby. 1 TC down for yellow. That's annoying. Mangonel down. Trebuchet down. I'm moving on to the castles here from yellow, too. There's a castle here. I'm just going through. I'm just clicking everything I can, basically. Still fully expecting, because of the score in the game, that blue is dying. But I didn't know that blue had champion. We take the dock down to affect the fish boom, taking down some houses. Only thing yellow can fight back with, really, is the vills. Oh, it's just so satisfying, dude. Another castle goes down for yellow. Actually, that might be the first castle yellow's lost, but still. Red is pulling vills. Red is making woads. Woads will take down the rams, but he's been delayed, so his eco's not that good. Hoping to take down more of the base. And I'm realizing I'm slowly losing the rams, which is kind of a problem. Unfortunately, I actually had clicked through again, and yellow re-walled this. So my units are pathing back into all the army. That was well played from yellow. But we've just bought ourselves some time for teal to get back into the game. And blue's actually winning the push like a god over here against the 2K Elo players. So blue's made some progress. Bombard cannons and champions. Great upgrades. And I'm going, choo, choo. Man, when I saw yellow had knights, I was laughing so hard. Forcing the Britain player to make knights. Look at him chase down my rams. That's so funny. And I just keep trying it. And what I can do is I can get a really big economy here. And I have time to stack more castles, make Mangadai, and prepare for whatever is going to inevitably come. Yeah, take that, Japanese lumber camp. Doesn't feel cheap anymore. And look, I looped the whole way around. Blue's going god mode over here. Purple's trying to stabilize, but purple made the mistake of building all these production buildings too forward, so he's going to lose them all. And then my rams can actually be protected by blue. And I could just circle in and help deal with that castle. My other rams died, unfortunately, so that castle went down. And, or the castle stays up. And now we got to face the music. So, what's teal got at this point? Teal is making bombard cannons, making walls, is still trying to hold. Now, the game state is purple's in a bad state right now. Purple's in a really bad spot. So that means yellow and red need to kill teal. And then it's even. Then it's a 2v2. Now, I'm slowly losing this push. I'm still hoping to keep the onager dream going. But realistically, I'm planning on Mangadai with more siege. But the Mangadai upgrades take some time. So that's what I'm working on right now. Now, blue's moving like a god. They can't trade over here. At least not easily, because this position is being pushed. So I'm going to take the eco lead, drop the markets, and trade. And I'm hoping for a big onager shot. This is for you, YouTube. This is for you. Hope you enjoyed that. I tried. I didn't say it was going to be satisfying. I said I tried. So, I signal for blue to build the market. Yeah, blue's impressed me here. Blue's impressed me. Yellow's going to send a lot of resources to purple to get purple back in the game. Remember, purple's a pretty high-level player. Blue's playing like one right now. But blue is maybe not playing like one because blue is losing the bombard cannons. That's an issue. But still, blue will build a pretty forward castle. Now, teal kept walling. I don't know if this is the right play for me or not, but I wanted an army ready to fight. Teal kept walling. Yellow and red are actually coming this way almost to cut off blue, which is rather interesting. So I'm like consistently having an issue. I want to go attack right now. I want to take some type of initiative because this could be painful through the middle eventually. A purple switching to cav archers, which are really strong with the Japanese. That would beat what blue has right now. But blue's made a lot of progress. So here we go. And I'm just having too much fun with the siege. So I think, okay, well, red and yellow are here. And now, oh man, guys, I love watching this. Look at this. Look at this. They see me. They see me. And do they go to blue anymore? Nope. They're chasing me. They're chasing me. So I'm like, all right, vroom, vroom, buddy. Here we go, Mangadai. And, yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get them to react, getting into the trade, being annoying. Still giving teal some time to cook up that eco, get ready to get into the game. Blue still hanging out on this side. My Mangadai make it through. And it's just extremely quiet. We're not seeing anything from red. We're not seeing anything from yellow. Red is going to be on Celt Siege Onagers soon, which is an issue. But the elite Mangadai are inevitably going to die. Luckily, though, I would consider it worth it. And they've reacted to us a lot. And I realized, oh, shoot. Blue is actually getting pushed back. I did not understand how the other team always had the score constantly. And so now I need to get some siege over here. And luckily, I'm Mongols, so I can wheel siege over. I'm also going to build siege workshops on that side to help. Mangadai die. And now we have to face the music again. Now we have to deal with angry red and yellow, who are going to be even stronger because it will be siege onager from the Celts. And I still was not entirely certain on teal and what the army was going to be. It seems like the army choice is hussars. In all fairness, as my onagers are getting focused down, in all fairness, Italians are just really awkward against the Celts. I don't mind spamming hussars to just snipe the siege and using the occasional bombard cannons, but this does occasionally get difficult because the longbows can match the range of your bombard cannons, and the woats and the siege onagers can kill hussars pretty quickly. So, yeah, this gets dangerous now. I've gone for a big overboom, by the way, and I didn't really realize this, but I guess my armies are expensive, but oops. Sorry, I don't know how long the bottom right has looked like that. That's really embarrassing. I really hope that hasn't been the whole game, but I was trying to look at my resources. I see I don't have a lot of units in queue. Anyways, I'm not re-recording this, so that's my bad. Party can edit an apology if that was there for the whole game. But I'm hoping to hit some shots with the onagers against the Celt onagers. We both hit siege onager at around the same time. Over on this side, we've got a couple onagers changing the flow of the game. And purple under pressure. Blue still god mode over here, pushing them back. And then we just got a couple Mangadai in the back of red's eco again, just to find some trade. It looks like I maybe deleted some vills. I have a problem. I just keep producing them. I'm so obsessed with vills. Probably deleted a bunch of farmers and I'm just making more. But that's still fine because we're getting some more military out there at least. The military is really expensive. Yeah, they haven't killed us on this side. We got more army massing, but they don't have the trade. They're losing their ally. And it's just drill siege, man. It's one of my favorite things in the game. This is one of the most satisfying things to be able to use in AoE2. It's just expensive. It feels properly balanced because it is really, really expensive. Mongol late game has always been one of the greatest in the game. So, yeah, blue's going to switch to condos now, which is interesting. And we're trying to go for the kill on purple, but I'm also bracing myself here because I know that they'll have a pretty big army. But all of this pressure we've been able to avoid with a couple sneaks. And now we're able to go for the kill on purple. I have 16 military right now. Blue has 50. Teal has 25. This is not a lot of army. But we have strong army. And we've got the position. Big old splats on this side. The siege rams are going to melt everything the purple has. And now they have to come here. I mean, they were already trying. But now they like... This is danger mode. Purple's ready to resign. Purple is expecting some help, or he's going to tap out. Teal's Bombard Cannon micro has been really good. Onager lands a nice shot there. Excuse me. Don't clip that. Hey, that's 17 kills there, so that's good. A lot of that could be on Onagers. We are still seeing the weakness of Bombard Cannons against the longbows, but... Oh, man, guys. Purple's having a rough time. Purple's having a rough time. Blue's coming through. I've got to cut around this wood line here pretty quick. And just... Such a fun game because we've been able to avoid this moment for as long as humanly possible with the early cut. And let's be real, because of Blue's win on the right side as well. Carl's, if you ever watched this, man, you played an amazing game. Teal as well, you're walling. And eventually getting to the economic stage was really sick here. Against a team like this, I haven't exactly been helping all the time. Against a team like this could be really complicated. And so now we're back where we were before. Where the Britain player has to add something to take out Rams. Britain player on Lycav, which is population that isn't over here now. And guess what? Blue is a pretty big army here. And that's not going to be enough. And the siege Rams are going to roll through. Blue asks for more resources. I think I'm getting banking now. So I can send Blue some res. Because Blue's pretty maxed out. I mean, I've got 26 trade cards behind this. But Yellow's trying to trade. Yellow's trying their absolute best to trade. But we've been in that trade route a bunch of times, and that trade is not exactly going to be efficient. Teal sniping the siege onagers now with the hussars. And just letting Blue know that I'm going to sling, but... Speedy siege, the difference maker. Rams and onagers can't be stopped. Yellow's getting hit in the right side of the base. Purple's essentially out of the game here. Didn't feel like they were very happy about that one. I could be wrong, but there was no GG, and they tapped out. That was cool. That was cool. The fact that we've got two players on the other side who are 2K plus, a teammate with them who they're playing team games with all the time and is clearly pretty capable. They had a game plan. They're probably on voice, and I was able to load up with these two legends on the flanks, and we were able to make that happen. That was a fun game. Because these guys have a pretty high team game elo. They play a lot of team games together. I mean, they're winning against majority they play against. But I think there were two key moments in the game. And I think really the first key was that onager cut. I mean, Yellow and Red were not able to get going. Yellow, unfortunately, it makes me so sad, so freaking sad that I didn't finish these castles. It really ruins it that these castles are still up here at like 600 HP. And it also bothers me. Oh, now I'm actually kind of annoyed. It bothers me that I didn't realize what Yellow was doing because I was clicking my Rams back in here to go snipe all the TCs and be a nerd, but they would path into the units then because he had re-house walled it. I should know better than that. But anyway, I thought it was still cool. I mean, I don't even know if I showed. We sniped some Trebs as well with the Rams. Like, we did some damage. So, in fact, how many buildings were we able to raise this game? 62. That's not bad. 62 raises. Those were pretty critical buildings. And we also had some decent kills as well. But the other key moment was Blue. Because I think if Blue doesn't win this 1v1 pretty much on his own, I don't really know what I do here. I would need to probably roll over with Siege, but then it's against Japanese, and Japanese can make Samurai there. So Blue definitely had to play his part. I will say, as far as mistakes go from Purple, because right now, they're just slightly different to the Imperial Age, but Purple has the better economy. I think Purple is overconfident and built the ranges way too far forward. When Blue eventually gets pushed, or Purple eventually gets pushed, it was double trouble, because you lose the front against Blue's push with the champs, and then look at where your archery ranges are and your tech switch. So, like, all these ranges get denied. All the production gets camped, and then it just gets so much worse. And then we got some Rams showing up to town. So I guess that's what happens if you think you're going to win the fight if you're a 2K plus player against someone named Carl's who you've never heard of before. I mean, confidence makes a lot of sense. So yeah, maybe a little bit of a brag cast, but I like to bring some games that I play to you And I don't have a lot of opportunities, even as this being my life, to play Mongol Siege Ram, Siege Onager, and zoom around the map quite like that. So I thought that was cool. There were a couple spectators on that. I got some DMs. They were like, dude, that was super cool. Well played. So I thought maybe I'd make a video on it. I don't know the exact time that this is getting uploaded, but it's probably roughly, within the holiday break period, maybe early January, maybe late December. But a Happy New Year to everyone. My goal in 2026, well, I have a lot of goals in 2026, but one of them is to keep a big focus on variety. So team games, 1v1s, high ranks, low ranks. It's tough to have all the variety I want, but I've got some fun plans, and I'm very grateful to be at it another year. So thanks for sharing the year with me, and hopefully there's many more to come. That's it for me, guys. Keep an eye out for the Mongol Siege Rams and the Mongol Onagers. Just remember... Just remember this signal from Red. Oh, I love this stuff. The signal from Red. Where was it? When he signaled the wood line? Oh, right there. Right there. I don't know what he was saying, but he was giving Yellow a heads up, and Yellow was like, and he tried to snipe the Onager. Oh, look at him. Look at him. He wanted to snipe that Onager so bad, so I didn't get through. It was a good thought, Yellow. A little too slow, man. Okay, I'm done. I might watch this 15 more times on my own time, but that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.